All right, we got statistics, standard deviation test review. All right, so we're going to be right here. We're going to do number 2. A random sample of 10 of the 2007 NASCAR drivers produced the following ages. All right, there's all my ages. Okay, it says find the following: the mean, median, mode, range, variance, standard deviation. All right, well, to make this a whole lot simpler process, let's put these ages in order. So if I look through these, scanning through, I got two 21s. So 21 and 21, I'm gonna write them vertically. All right, next it looks like I've got a 26, and then I got a 27 and a 28. 26, 27, 28. Then it looks like I've got, let's see here, 32. And then I got a 36, and I got a 45, and then I got a 48, and I think I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 38. Left 38 out. Well, shoot. So 38. It's always good to double check. See, there you go. I made a mistake. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So now the mean, we got to have the mean. So let's add these things up there. Let's see here. All right, we got 21 times 2. We got 2 of those. Plus 26, plus 27, plus 28, plus 32, plus 36, plus 38, plus 45, plus 48. And there we go, 322. I'm going to do that again just to make sure. Always good to do this twice. 21 plus 21 plus 26 plus 27 plus 28 plus 32 plus 36 plus 38 plus 45 plus 48. And I got 322 again, so I think I'm in good shape. I'm going to divide that by 10, which is going to be 32.2. There's my mean. Okay. My mode, what do I have the most of? Looks like I got 2 21s. Oh, I skipped median. All right, on median then. Median is the middle number, or in this case, since there's an even number of numbers, it's the 2 middle numbers divided by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. These are my 2 middle ones. Look here, I got 4 on this side, I got 4 on that side. So I add these 2 together, which would be 60. Divided by 2 is 30. So this is 30. My range, the highest one minus the lowest one. So I do 48 minus 21, which is 27. And then my variance. All right, so here's where I'm going to have to do some calculations here. So, all right, so I'm going to do 21 minus the mean. Put this in there, minus 32.2. Enter, and then square it, enter. All right, so here, ultimately, I get 125.44. Uh-oh, I'm getting into this over here. All right, which is the same here. All right, so to speed the process up, I went through all these, subtract the average from each one, and then square it. Okay, then I add all these up. I get 795.6, and I divide by 9 because this is a sample. It's a sample of 10 of them. It's not the whole population, so there's only 9 degrees of freedom. So I divide by 9, and I get 88.4. That's my variance. Okay, now I do the square root of that, and that's my standard deviation, 9.4. Okay. Now on the back of this, we've got the average height of a college basketball player is 6 feet 7 inches tall with a standard deviation of 2 inches. All right, what percent of college basketball players are 6'9" or taller? What percent of college basketball players are between 6'9" and 7'1"? So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to draw us a bell curve. Let's see here. Let's do it right here on this. Okay. So let's come right here. All right, right down the center is my mean, which it says on here the average is 6 feet 7 inches. So this 6 feet 7 inches right there. The standard deviation is 2 inches. So that means if I add 2, going over 1 standard deviation would be 6'9". If I add 2 again, this would be 6'11". And then add 2 again, that'd be 7'1". Okay, now coming back this way, 1 standard deviation, subtract 2 would be 6 feet 5 inches. Subtract 2 again, that'd be 6 feet 3 inches. And subtract 2 one more time, that'd be 6'1". 6'1" inches. All right, now put my percents in. Well, right here, this is 34%, and that's 34%. Right here, this would be 13.5%. That's 13.5%. Right here, 2.35%. 2.35%. And this 0.15%. Okay. And now I can answer the question. So, like, this says, what percent of college basketball players are 6'9" or taller? So 6'9" right here and taller, I would add all these up, which comes up to be 16%. All right, on this one, what percent of college basketball players are between 6'9" and 7'1"? All right, so 6'9", 7'1", I would add just these two up, which would be, what is that, 15.85? There you go. Now on this one, what percent of college basketball players are 6'3" or shorter? All right, 6'3" right here, I would add these two up, which is 2.5. Okay. Now, what percent of college basketball players are between 6'5" and 6'7"? All right, let's see. Let's erase these off. Between 6'5" and 6'7", right there, that's 34%. Okay. Then right here, if there are 9,500 college basketball players, how many are 6'11" or taller? All right, let's see here. 6'11". And I didn't realize this wasn't on the screen. 6'11" or taller. Right here, 6'11". I would add these two up right here, which is 2.5%. So that's 2.5%. Well, if there's 9,500 college basketball players, I would change this to decimal, which is 0.025, and I would times this by 9,500. All right, so 0.025 times 9,500. There you go, 237.5. Okay. If there are 9,500, I'm sorry, I put that in the wrong place. Okay. If there are 9,500 college basketball players, how many are 6'1" or shorter? All right, so go back to our bell curve. 6'1" or shorter, you're talking about 0.15%. All right, this is 0.15%. Now I got to change that to a decimal. Okay, which means I move it back 2 places, which is going to be 0.0015, and I times that by 9,500. All right, so 0.0015 times 9,500, and it looks like 14.25. Okay, and then this last one here. If there's 9,500 college basketball players, how many are between 6'9" and 6'11"? All right, so if you look at my curve here, 6'9", 6'11", we're looking at 13.5%. So this is 13.5%, which I got to change it to a decimal, which means it'd be 0.135. That times that by 9,500. So 0.135 times 9,500. And I get this right here, 1282.5. There you go. Okay. Now let's do this one here. Given this sample, draw the normal bell curve and find the following. Draw the bell curve. Well, shoot, we got to have the mean and standard deviation. So I need to write these in order first. So let's just come down right here. I got 13, then I got 15, then I've got 16, and then I got 17 twice, and then I got 18. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I got to add these up. All right, so let's see here. 13 plus 15 plus 16 plus 17 plus 17 plus 18 is 96. All right, let's do it again. Just make sure. 13 plus 15 plus 16 plus 17 plus 17 plus 18. 96. All right, there's 6 of them divided by 6, and it looks like 16. All right, so 16 is my mean. So I'm going to minus 16, and I'm going to square it from each one of these. So let's do that here now. 13 minus 16 equals, square it, equals, that's going to be 9. And I've got 15 minus 16 equals, square it, equals, that's just 1. 16 minus 16, that'd be 0. 17 minus 16 is 1. 1 squared would be 1. That's 1. And then 18 minus 16 would be 2, and 2 squared would be 4. All right, now add these up. All right, let's see here. Add these up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. Okay. And then I divide that by 5 because this is a sample. So I divide by 1 less, which is 3.2. Okay. So 3.2, this is my variance. All right. And then I do the square root of that. So the square root of 3.2 is 1.79, and there's my standard deviation. All right, so now that I know my mean, my standard deviation, I can draw my bell curve. So I'm going to draw it right here. Okay. All right, right down the dead center, I got 16. I'm going to come over one standard deviation, which is 1.79, so I add that 17.79. All right. 17.79 plus 1.79 again. It's going to be 19.58. And then 19.58 plus 1.79. Well, fiddle. 19.58 plus 1.79, that's 21.37. All right, now I come over to 16 minus 1.79, right here, that's going to be 14.21 minus 1.79. All right there, it's going to be 12.42, and then minus 1.79 one last time here, 10.63. All right, there you go. There's my bell curve. my percents. This is 34. This is 34. This is 13.5. This is 13.5. 2.35. 2.35. These you memorize. 0.15. 0.15%. There you go. And now I answer these questions. What percent is above 19.58? Here's 19.58. I add these up. 2.5%. Okay. What percent is below 14.21? Here's 14.21 right there. Below, I would add all three of those, which that's 16. And then the last one here. What percent is between 12.42, which would be right here, and 17.79, which is right here. So I want all this in between here, which means I add these three up. So 34 and 34 is 68 plus 13.5 is 81.5%. And there you go. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. This concludes standard deviation test review.